if her National League for Democracy party wins the election there on Sunday. The NLD is expected to perform well in the vote, but Aung San Suu Kyi is banned from taking the role of president by the country's constitution. The elections will be Myanmar's first openly contested vote in 25 years. For more from FSN, you can like us on Facebook. You'll find video reporting and behind-the-scenes pictures, facebook.com/featurestorynews. From bureaus worldwide, this is FSN. Bali's international airport is reopened earlier than planned after ash from Mount Barujari on neighbouring Lombok Island began blowing in a more southerly direction and no longer towards Denpasar Airport. Arthur Stevens has more.
The airport was given clearance to open at 2:30 p.m. local time on Thursday, but flight operations didn't begin for at least 2 hours. Australian airline Virgin pulled all flights to and from Bali on Thursday and Friday, grounding 25 flights scheduled to fly between Australia and Bali, as did its Australian competitor Jetstar. Virgin says it will make a decision on Saturday flights following further advice from the Volcanic Ash Advisory Centre. AirAsia cancelled all flights in and out of Bali for Thursday, but is yet to make a decision on Friday services.
Thousands of protesters have marched through the streets of Bucharest for a second night, despite Wednesday's resignation of the Romanian Prime Minister Victor Ponta. They're demanding even more political reform. Europe correspondent Kevin Ozebek has more.
A group of protesters, reportedly 30,000 strong, demanded early elections as they took to the streets of Bucharest last night. Yesterday, Prime Minister Victor Ponta told his country he'll step down. He faced mounting pressure to resign after a nightclub fire last week killed 32 people. Demonstrators believe safety standards are lax in Romania because of deep-seated political corruption. Protesters say Prime Minister Ponta's resignation should be just the beginning, and they're calling for an end to what they see as rule by the political elite.
Mexico's Supreme Court has made a ruling which many believe could lead the way to the legalization of recreational use of marijuana. 4 people from the Mexican Society for Responsible and Tolerant Personal Use will be allowed to grow and smoke their own marijuana. Marijuana still can't be legally sold in Mexico, but many believe the court's ruling is the first step towards full legalization. That is the latest feature story news. Ollie Barrett reporting.
Seed to sale, clicks to conversions, and more. You're listening to the Cannabis Radio Network.
From the Sky News Centre at midday, thousands of tourists are waiting to hear when they'll be able to fly out of Sharm el-Sheikh. UK flights remain grounded at the Egyptian airport, as Rachel Jewell reports.
Lucy Cottrell was queuing at check-in last night when she heard the news.
We've got no idea how and when we're going to get back.
The Foreign Secretary says the decision was taken over concerns about what caused Saturday's plane crash in Egypt's Sinai Desert.
We believe there's a significant possibility that the aircraft could have been brought down by an explosive device.
Some tourists have been told to return to their hotels. Sean Tipton represents travel agents.
Most people will have been on all-inclusive packages, so they shouldn't have to worry about day-to-day expenses.
Some flights are expected to resume tomorrow.
The EU says 3 million more migrants could arrive by the end of 2016. More than 700,000 people have come to Europe seeking sanctuary or jobs so far this year. The only high-security jail in Northern Ireland is unsafe, unstable and in crisis, according to inspectors. The prison's watchdog says inmates and staff at HMP Magarbary felt unsafe. Volkswagen sales in the UK have fallen by almost 10% amid the diesel emissions scandal. Official figures show some other manufacturers also saw declines. £100 speeding fines on motorways are being suggested, even for drivers going at 71 miles an hour. Bedfordshire's Police and Crime Commissioner says the plan for part of the M1 could generate £1 million a year. But Ian Taylor from the Alliance of British Drivers says the suggestion is appalling.
For years, we've had people putting in speed cameras telling us they are for road safety. They are definitely not there to raise cash from motorists, and now along comes this man and blatantly wants to do the precise opposite.
And England cricket captain Alistair Cook says his side's batting collapse on the last day of the final test against Pakistan ended their chances of victory. They were beaten by 127 runs in Sharjah, which contributed to a 2-0 series defeat. That's the latest. I'm Simon English.
Ganjapreneur.com, your guide to the cannabis business world. Ganjapreneur.com is a comprehensive resource for cannabis professionals and entrepreneurs. Download the Ganjapreneur app on your smartphone or tablet to catch up on cannabis industry news, scroll through our daily job listings, and learn about successful cannabis companies, executives, and investors. Ganjapreneur.com, helping Ganjapreneurs grow.
Great websites today need expert web design and development and need to be e-commerce ready and mobile friendly. But building a marketable and profitable website can be an uphill climb. Ready to make your new website or replace your existing website? Think Orange as the new way to get in the black. Orange Hill Development works with Fortune 500 companies and offer the same top quality development service at a fraction of what other providers charge. Brands like Absolute, Carlsberg, and Nestea trust Orange Hill Development. Find out why you should trust your website with Orange Hill. Contact Orange Hill for a consultation today at orangehilldevelopment.com.
Every strain, every sale, every medical study. Keep it right here on the Cannabis Radio Network.
This is the USA Radio Business Report. I'm Russ Jones. Federal regulators are hitting Japanese airbag maker Takata with the largest fine in the history of the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. NHTSA Administrator Mark Rosekind announced the penalty.
Takata agrees to pay the largest civil penalty in NHTSA's history, $200 million. It must pay $70 million in cash and remaining amounts if it violates the terms of NHTSA orders.
Takata will have to phase out and recall all the defective airbag inflators that have been known to rupture. Officials are also accelerating recalls of the defective airbags.
It orders the 12 manufacturers that have issued Takata recalls to complete those recalls on an accelerated schedule and to prioritize vehicles based on risk.
More than 19 million vehicles in the U.S. have already been recalled over the issue. This is the USA Radio Business Report. I'm Russ Jones.
USA Radio News, I'm Anthony Lucero. Officials say a student armed with a hunting knife stabbed 4 people at the University of California at Merced before being shot dead by campus police. All of the victims are expected to recover. A suspect is under arrest in the stabbing of a man who stopped a terrorist gunman on a French train. Sacramento police say James Tran is facing attempted murder charges for stabbing Spencer Stone. He was stabbed during a fight outside a Sacramento bar last month. Authorities in Illinois are calling the shooting death of a police officer a suicide staged to look like a murder. The Lake County Major Crimes Task Force says an overwhelming amount of evidence shows Lieutenant Charles Joseph Glenowitz took his own life after committing extensive criminal acts. The officer was found shot to death on September 1st after he radioed in to say he was chasing 3 suspects on foot. You're listening to USA Radio News, powered by westernjournalism.com.
At Geico, we've been innovating car insurance for over 75 years with forward-thinking ideas like online quotes and the Geico mobile app. And to prove it, we'll play one of our first radio commercials from 75 years ago.
By Jiminy, Geico could save you money on your car insurance, which is what we'll be doing over 75 years from now. Who knows? Maybe with some sort of application that's accessible on a futuristic handheld device. We'll call them online quotes.
See? Forward thinking.
Geico, saving people money for over 75 years.
Get your Plenty card at Exxon or Mobil and start earning points at lots of places.
So I get points for filling up at Exxon?
You sure do.
What about getting coffee at Mobil?
Points.
Streaming TV shows on Hulu?
Definitely.
Points on my AT&T wireless bill?
Yep.
Buying soap?
At Rite Aid.
Buying you a birthday present?
Points at Macy's.
Visiting your parents?
No. You get marriage points.
Oh.
Exxon and Mobil are the only fuel brands that are part of Plenty, the rewards program that lets you earn points at one place and use them at another. Join Plenty for free through a participating Exxon or Mobil station today. Terms and limitations apply. See plenty.com/partners for details.
As the careful investigation continues into the cause of the crash of a Russian passenger jet over Egypt's Sinai Peninsula, there is growing speculation that it could have been a bomb. Here's USA's John Clemens.
At the time of the jetliner crash that claimed the lives of 224 people, a U.S. military satellite detected a heat flash but found no evidence of a missile attack, which leaves open the possibility of a bomb or massive mechanical failure. Patrick McLaughlin is the UK's Secretary of State for Transport.
We cannot categorically say why the Russian jet crashed, but we have become concerned that the plane may well have been brought down as a result of an explosive device.
Aviation experts say they are now examining all security procedures at the Egyptian resort Sharm el-Sheikh Airport. I'm John Clemens.
That crash last weekend took the lives of over 220 people. You're listening to USA Radio News.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-479-2697. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-479-2697.
The chief of the Federal Reserve is being pressed about interest rates.
Fed Chair Janet Yellen testified in a House hearing, and the question arose about when interest rates might rise.
December would be a live possibility, but importantly, that we've made no decision about it. The economy will continue to grow at a pace that's sufficient to generate further improvements in the labor market.
Yellen also said the overall health of big banks has improved considerably since the 2008 Wall Street meltdown. I'm Terry Moore on Capitol Hill.
Well, guys, the time has come. Time for you to take over in the kitchen and give her a break. You see, today is National Men Make Dinner Day, celebrated every year on the first Thursday in November. You forgot about that, didn't you? Well, it was created in 2001 with the idea that most men don't know their way around the kitchen and aren't familiar with cooking. So it's a chance for them to learn and give their spouse or girlfriend a break. Now, there's a few rules to follow, like men have to go shopping for all the ingredients and clean up as they go. Men are also encouraged to share recipes at menmakedinnerday.com and on social media using the hashtag menmakedinnerday. Now, I'm not sure if this would break that rule, but you can get free breakfast at Taco Bell today, and you can thank Kansas City Royals outfielder Lorenzo Cain for it all. You see, Cain's stolen base during Game 1 of the World Series earned you a free AM Crunch Wrap at Taco Bell. I'm Ron Taylor, and this is USA Radio News, powered by westernjournalism.com.
Great websites today need expert web design and development and need to be e-commerce ready and mobile friendly. But building a marketable and profitable website can be an uphill climb. Ready to make your new website or replace your existing website? Think Orange as the new way to get in the black. Orange Hill Development works with Fortune 500 companies and offer the same top quality development service at a fraction of what other providers charge. Brands like Absolute, Carlsberg, and Nestea trust Orange Hill Development. Find out why you should trust your website with Orange Hill. Contact Orange Hill for a consultation today at orangehilldevelopment.com.
The smoke is rising, and the next crop of podcasts devoted to cannabis providers and enthusiasts are ready to be harvested. Welcome to the Cannabis Radio Network, founded by respected rainmakers who have been producing award-winning podcasts for over a decade. Industry headlines, business updates, medical reports, marketing, and e-commerce education rolled up perfectly for your consumption. Let's grow together. The Cannabis Radio Network. CannabisRadio.com.
USA Radio Sports, I'm Tammy Rose. Steve Curry scored 31 points as the Warriors cut down the Clippers 112-108 in a seesaw affair in Oakland. Warriors head coach Luke Walton says Curry overcame a lot to have a big night.
Had a couple shots that he normally hits didn't go, and, when we really needed him most, he stepped up for us, and he made huge plays.
The defending NBA champions improved to a 5-0 and handed the Clippers their first loss of the season. LeBron James scored 23 points and tore 2 sleeves as the Cavaliers rallied for a 96-86 win over the Knicks. James says they grinded out the win.
We did it again tonight by, finally, walking down defensively, locking down contested shots.
This is USA Radio News, powered by westernjournalism.com.
Did you know the government is scheming to seize your retirement and bank accounts? Hi, David Fisher, CEO of Landmark Capital Gold Group. Get the facts in a white paper called How to Protect Your Retirement and Bank Accounts from Government Seizure. Transfer your 401k or IRA into physical gold and silver and take possession with no tax liability. Call Landmark Capital at 844-715-7311. That's 844-715-7311 or landmarkgold.com.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800